And we're back here at Boom and Bust. I'm your host, Tony Clement, with our video gaming panel from all parts of the country. And we're talking about the gaming industry writ large. Jean-Sylvain, obviously, there's going to be some next horizons in video gaming. What do you see as the next horizons? Is it AI? Is it virtual reality? Or something else?
So we just saw this year a new generation of platforms coming in, like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. These are already enabling new sets of technologies. I'm thinking right away of like ray tracing that will allow for like really photorealism into games and being able to create games that really look like actual footage from films. So that's one of the technology, but there's many technologies being developed right now. You can think about the AR or the VR that is continuing evolving, and the big players like Apple or Microsoft or Amazon are putting a lot of money into developing the technologies of tomorrow, making sure that they are the one putting there. So there's a lot of money invested in those technology, and we are certainly developing the games and all the fun experience that we're going to be able to do with those over the course of the next decade.
Jason Hilche, what's your perspective on some of the new horizons for the video gaming industry?
Well, I think what Jean-Sylvain said is right on, and I'll let Scott talk about some of the things that they're doing at their company because it's really interesting. But from my perspective, what I'm really interested in is how video games are driving advancements in other industries. We're seeing all sorts of things. The Mandalorian being shot using Unreal Engine from Epic Games and the makers of Fortnite. Other things being used using video game engines to generate graphics for motion pictures. And, especially as we move into this new world where we, perhaps you can't film on set in these locations, these engines are going to be able to generate these locations virtually. I'm also really excited about the advancements of video game technology being used in medical devices, training, virtual reality, automated cars. We're talking all of these types of future advancements. AI, obviously everyone's talking about that. Video games are one of the first technologies to use AI. And so our industry is really looking at advancing the way that AI is utilized within our products. And so for me, what gets me excited is about I know the video game industry is going to grow, but I'm really excited about how the video game industry is going to help grow other industries, especially as we come out of this pandemic.
Scott and I had a nice layup there from Jason. Tell us about some of the exciting things we can expect from you and your company.
Well, certainly for Improbable, we have a couple of business interests. We're obviously working on our own game content that we've released to market, but we have underlying technology. Spatial OS is the name for it, which just allows developers to build bigger, more immersive game worlds. And in addition to that, that same technology powers some simulations that another part of our business is working with that have actually been used for, modeling out COVID responses and in working with the defense industry specifically. And it's all, what's really interesting about that is when you talk about the resources and the people that are needed in order to bring all of these visions to market, it's the same folks. So, you take the work that Improbable is doing across a bunch of different spectrums, and you come back to Alberta and talk about how the interactive digital media industry, sure, you have BioWare and you have Improbable and other pure game developers, but beyond that same technology is being used by the Office of Unity Technologies, just recently went to market, $40 billion market cap. They have a presence in Calgary. They're working with folks like Suncor and others within the traditional oil patch. And they're taking all of this IDM technology and applying it to really traditional business practices and developing digital solutions. Sirius Labs here in Edmonton is actually, they develop it's a mobile elevated work platform training system. So to build on the certification, people don't need to leave the work site in order to attend a physical training environment. They can do it using some of the technology that they bring to market. And it's ways to find the intersection of that IDM into the traditional resource sector in Alberta that I think could really unlock some some amazing growth opportunities for our economy.
Let's take our final break right now. We'll be right back after the break, but we'll continue our discussion about the future of the video gaming industry. Stay with us.